Right, we're here today at K2 for the Gloves On production, which is all your own work, I believe, Mickey?
It is not just my own work. I mean, Ben Jones is part of the deal as well, so he's my partner.
Excellent, excellent. And we're today with Ross Payne. How you doing, Ross? You all right? You're fighting tonight?
I am, yes.
You're a local lad?
I am, yes, from Crawley. Well, Hawley based.
How young are you, sir?
28.
28.
Years young, yeah.
How long have you been boxing?
About 6 years.
6 years?
6 years, yeah.
And where do you stand in the
Well, this is my debut for the professional scene tonight. I had about 32 fights as an amateur. Got to the ABA Southern Counties final and decided to turn over, really.
Excellent, excellent.
Time's not really on my side, so...
No, 28.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
Yeah. Any more ambitions? What are you intending to do? Become a trainer, maybe?
Yeah, I'd like to one day, yeah. Maybe see how far I can go in the pro ranks and then sort of go from there, really. Just one step at a time. Excellent,
excellent. We look forward to seeing you tonight. And off back to you then, Mickey. Obviously, people know yourselves. You're a local lad. You've been a boxer for some time and now a trainer as well.
I am.
What do you think of Ross?
Well, Ross was doing well as an amateur. And he was at that age now where he thinks, does he stay on longer and try and proceed as an amateur? But we talked to each other. He fancied his chances as a professional. He talked to me about it, and I thought he's got a good chance of doing well. So we decided to turn professional, and he's got probably got 4 or 5 years in the game to get to the level he wants to get to. So I'm hoping he will get to at least the British title level. And but boxing is hard work, and you need to be a bit fortunate along the way. And he puts the training in, trains hard, he's there every day. So hopefully, injury free, the right amount of wins behind him, we can get him to where he wants to get to.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, boxing seemed to disappear a little bit from the scenes for a couple of years, and there seemed to be, nothing on the telly, nothing going on locally. It seems to have been revived a bit lately, I have to say. There's a lot of amateur boxing going on as well in Crawley at the moment. Obviously, you're more on the professional side. But how do you feel about, the boxing side of things? And is the scene coming back on now? Is it all good?
Yeah, I mean, the Olympics, Commonwealth Games in effect, that obviously, but people start to pay attention when they come. You've had a lot of success in the last Olympics with I think it's the 5 Olympians who have done pretty well. So they sort of brought a little bit of spark back to it. Not only that, they've got the prize fighter, which is revamped boxing a little bit. It's brought the excitement back to it a little bit more, and people enjoy watching it. So, but boxing it went on a slack period, but it's been given a kick up the backside a little bit now. And I think we're back to the levels where the viewers are getting more interested in what's going on now.
Yeah, no, I do agree, because it did seem to sort of almost leave our tellies as well. There was nothing going on.
The reason I like to do that is terrestrial TV lacked obviously viewers. So Sky had all the viewing. Not everyone's got Sky, so it was limited to people who've only got Sky only. So therefore, boxing took a back step. But now you can get with obviously the Olympics and the Commonwealth Games and things like that. They're on national TV, so it gets more of exposure to the country. So therefore, it opens the door to other people, and people start to pay a bit more interest in boxing.
And that's all good. I mean, it's a sport as in any other. You have to train very hard for it. You have to work very hard at doing what you do, and it's nice that it's coming back in the scene, I think. And we would like to wish you all the best of luck tonight, then, Ross.
Cheers.
We will chat to you after the fight, if that's all right.
No problem.
And now joined by Ben Jones. Hi, Ben. How you doing? You're fighting tonight. Part of the Gloves On Sport.com Association as well.
Me and Michael, yeah.
Michael trains you.
Michael trains me. He's my manager too.
Excellent. Excellent. And what do you want for tonight, apart from winning, of course?
It's a bit of a stepping stone for myself. I'm also on Frank Maloney's books, so I'm with Michael, who's my manager from Frank Maloney. I want to push on to get a British title shot. So
yeah. How young are you, sir?
I'm 28.
You are 28.
Yes, 28 as well.
And how long have you been boxing for?
Since wee nipper, 9 years old.
Right. What would be your advice to any young lads that might be watching this out there that think, I'd like to get into boxing? What would be the first steps for them?
Find out where your local amateur boxing club is, especially get involved. Take it easy at first, I'm sure they'll grow to love it. It's something that gets a lot of people out of trouble, a lot of discipline involved. It's great for all sorts of people.
Kids off the street, and it will definitely put an end to a lot of the trouble that's on the streets these days, and give kids something to look forward to, rather than hanging about street corners.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any physical sport, the karate side of things and all of that. It does instill confidence in a child. Not that we're saying that they should be using it on the street, of course.
Confidence and discipline.
Yeah, the discipline side of it is quite present in boxing, isn't it?
Well, I think you find as well, them people that actually do go and do them sports, actually are the ones that don't fight in the street.
Yeah.
Or keep away from it until they have to, maybe, but other than that, no, they keep away from it. It's normally the people that don't do that they think they can go around fighting and sort of king on the street.
Basically too much aggression, and so an aggression release it's a sport. Well, it gives a lot of aggression and gets rid of young people's anger.
Yeah, no, that's very good. Well, we'd like to wish you all the best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll speak to you after.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers. And we're now joined by Nick. Hi, Nick. Nick Jenman, how are you doing?
Yeah, good.
You're from Brighton originally? Yeah.
Yeah.
You come here to, are you trained by Nicky as well?
Yeah, trained by Mickey, yeah.
He's a busy boy, isn't he, Mickey?
Very busy, yeah, good lad, yeah, it's quality, yeah.
And what's your aspirations for tonight, apart from winning?
To go out there and enjoy myself.
To look good.
To look good, enjoy myself, and at the end of it, touch wood, get a win.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will. I've had some good training.
No touching wood there. We're all on confidence. It's getting wins is what's all
Getting
about.
wins, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. Yeah,
Who are you fighting tonight, Nick?
His name is Patterson. I'm not too sure of his first name, but we're not worried about that.
No. At the end of the day,
unboxing.
Yeah,
that's
that'll
it.
be
Yeah,
it,
that's
won't it?
it.
We
Yeah.
only need to focus on yourself.
That's right. Yeah.
Brilliant. And how long have you been doing boxing?
Boxing, I've been doing it since the age of 8. So
8 as well?
yeah, 15 years.
It seems to be a bit of a trend in here that people started very young. It's obviously something that's in the blood a little bit, don't you think?
Like family and my brother, and at that age there's not really much to do around my way, so got into a good sport, got into it young. And I would advise kids to get into boxing as well. It's really good. Got me out of like trouble, not in the park and stuff like that. Drinking at a young age, just something to like get goals for. Put a goal in front of you and try and get that goal, and get the next one. So yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
So you agree with Mickey, about keeping the kids off the street? It's something for them to do, focus.
Focus, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really good, and I help out with my coaching and stuff like that. So I love taking the little ones, teaching them what I've achieved in life, passing it down the line to them. Yeah, really do. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we would like to wish you all the best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll talk to you afterwards.
No problem.
Lovely. And we're now joined by Dan Woodgate. Oh, I'd shake your hand, Dan. That looks.
I'm half dressed.
Wow, you are already, aren't you? You're getting prepared. I like that. Tell us a little bit about the preparation for doing something like this, Dan.
What, on the night or
Yeah.
day of the fight? Stay as relaxed as possible. Get here, get yourself weighed in, get your fluids inside you, and get yourself ready and nice and relaxed, ready to fight.
Yeah. It's a mental thing as well? You have to sort of psych yourself, focus.
Boxing's 90% mental. The rest of it you just got to put in the gym, really.
Yeah, just make sure you hit the
There's
target.
a lot of good talented boxers that never go anywhere because they haven't got it up top as well. So
Yeah, no, that's very true. We've seen it, obviously, professionally in the past as well, with some that just didn't have the intelligence to go with the punch. And it does work together. So, people they're not thick who do boxing.
No.
It's an intellectual game, isn't it?
yeah, it was probably one of the hardest games mentally. Like, especially like people say, compared to a game of chess, you've got to try and work the other person out. Obviously, you get boxers that go in and try
We
clash
need
bang
to
wallop.
work them out before they work you out.
Right, yeah. You get like 30 seconds if you've never seen someone before to get in there and work them out. And like Mike said, you've got to do it quicker than they can work you out. So then you can start making the moves before they do.
Any strategies tonight for us?
No, I'm not giving nothing away.
The only strategy we've got tonight, all of us, is
Win.
we'd be too busy looking good tonight.
Look good.
Well, we would like to wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And
Nice to meet
we'll
you.
talk to you afterwards. Thank you.
Gary.
And now joined by Gary Ward. Hi, Gary. How you doing? You all right?
Very well, thank you.
And what's your role here?
Well, my role in Gloves on Sport is coach, and Michael's buffering. Whatever Michael needs, try to help him out. And there's some things he doesn't need
things like that.
that I help him out with. Advice, anything. It could be sexual or.
But you're his right-hand man. No, I shouldn't really say that after that statement, should I?
Well, he's had a few problems, but we won't go into that at the moment. I can tell you. But I'm his right-hand man, and we're good friends in and out of the ring, and we kind of it gels, it works, and.
Well, what our job is and what we do, we keep the lads with a happy face. In the changing room, we put a smile on their face and we take their minds, we'll take the nerves away from them. So I crack the jokes, mostly on him.
Not very good ones.
But we have this sort of this bond. We get together. We're good to the lads. The lads enjoy us. A bit of banter.
Excellent.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but the hard work. The hard work's there because we've experienced in boxing for most of our lives. So
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. You were a boxer?
yeah, I used to box until about 23. Then I turned over. I had a cyst in the brain, and so I went away and done a few things and started amateur coaching, and then came back to professional coaching with Maloney. And I learned a lot off of some good trainers like Alan Smith, and me and Michael met just before I got my pro licence, and it kind of worked with us, and we always said, if we do anything, we'd like to do it together, and this is where we are now. And I'd like to thank him for that. Giving me the chance to blossom.
The Wingspan have a comedy night if you ever get bored of doing it here. Excellent. So what's your aspirations for the boys tonight?
Wins, but I want them to do what they've done in the gym. I just want them to enjoy it and learn from the experience, not fight to the crowd, but fight for us and themselves, and get out.
Do themselves proud.
Yeah, God willing, get out unscathed, and move on the ladder. Just a learning experience,
Yeah, keep focused and use your training.
That's right. Right. And they're prepared well, so there shouldn't be any problems fitness-wise. But hopefully, if we see any problems in there, we can tell them when they sit down, and they can rectify them and win.
Yeah, sure. Well, it looks to us as if they've got you're great guys behind these boys doing this, and that's really very important to have the right sort of guidance. And like you say, you have a bit of a joke. You keep them focused, but you take the nerves away by being a bit jovial, which is really quite important, isn't it, before a fight?
Of course it is. It's all about relaxing people and putting their minds at ease.
Yeah.
Because fighting's a tough game, and there's a lot of pressures on you. And if you think too much about it, that's when trouble can happen.
Yeah.
Nerves get the better of some people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And when I first met Michael, he was down on his luck, and since he's met me, he's been 100%.
He's on top of the world now.
Exactly, and he's got no nerves or no problems.
I was a championship fighter when I met him. My life's gone downhill. My life's gone downhill ever since.
Look where you are.
Look where I am now. Yeah. No title.
Well, we would like to wish you all the best of luck. Well done for your hard work, and for yourself as well, Mickey. A real pleasure being here. And thank you very much for that. We'll speak to you after.